Hello! I'm here with another book review. This is a children's book review, and we haven't done a kids' book review in a while. I'm reviewing these two books together because they're essentially from the same series. The first one I'm going to do is The Complete Adventures of Curious George. First off, I give this a 5 out of 5. It's the original stories, which is the ones that the actual author and illustrator did together. And not just the ones that were like written in their style or whatever. This book is a little expensive. I paid $30 for this at Books A Million, but it's really big. It's like the size of a textbook, and it's really heavy. And the binding on it is pretty solid, so I didn't consider it a waste of money. And it comes with 2 CDs that have the stories on them, audio CDs. Audiobooks, I guess you would call them. This is a really, really good series. My son loves Curious George, and I love it that you can buy so many of his different stories in collections, so it's actually cheaper than buying them one book at a time. Like in this one, for example, you have Curious George. Curious George takes a job, rides a bike, gets a medal, flies a kite, learns the alphabet, and goes to the hospital. So you get 7 stories in here, but let me say this. The original stories, which is this one, their stories are a lot longer than the ones that I remember. Like they just are. I mean, it actually takes me a little bit longer to get through these ones than it does the newer ones. I mean, there is quite a bit of wording on the page. Well, I don't know if I can get it to where you can see it. Nope, I guess it's not going to show up. But anyway, like, there's a lot more wording on it. But the binding is really solid, and the way I look at it is when you buy a child a book, you're investing in their future. So no book is really too expensive for me, because the way I look at it is that if my son loves it and he reads it, that's encouraging him to have a love of reading, and it's never been more important to have an education than it is today. So I would still get it even though it's a little expensive. Now this one, on the other hand, is much more reasonable. I think I paid $11 for this, so that's not bad. The binding's pretty good, and it is hardcover, so it is going to last a lot longer than a softcover. And this is called Curious George Stories to Share. And it has 8 stories in it. Curious George and the Firefighters, At the Aquarium, Dinosaur Discovery, First Day of School, Pizza Party, Baseball Game, Plants a Tree, and At the Parade. And these stories never go exactly how I think they will. Like, for example, the one with the pizza party on the back. Curious George does not actually make a round pizza. He actually kind of messes up the pizza, and he cuts them into like little tiny shapes and stuff. But it's something that probably like kids would do. And that's why I love the Curious George books, is because it's just little mistakes that drive people crazy. And these books are just so good. I can't even tell you how good they are. I give both of these a 5 out of 5. My son loves them. He loves his Curious George so much that he falls in love with the story so much that when I get him a new Curious George book, it takes him a while to read it, because he wants to read like 1 or 2 stories out of it, and then he wants to go back to the old book. But eventually, like, he reads all of them, and then he falls in love with all of them, and then it's just, Mommy, you gotta read 4 books in a row. And it takes us a long time. But these are really, really good. And I really love that they all teach a lesson about friendship, or right and wrong, going to the hospital. I mean, first day of school. I mean, it teaches you everything, what to do, what not to do. I mean, these books are they're fabulous. I love them. My son loves them. Now, if you have fond memories of Curious George, please let me know. And if you've never read Curious George, let me know. And if you are wondering where I got my exact copies, you can let me know. Because there was a place where I found a couple of them on sale. And so I think I paid like $8 for them instead of 11, which is pretty good. So, but anyway, let me know what you think, and like, comment, and subscribe. And probably the next 2 reviews that we're going to be doing is going to be Panic by Lauren Oliver, which is a young adult book. And I think that it is a fiction book, not fantasy, not dystopian, but fiction. I'm pretty sure it's just fiction. And also we have a kids book review coming up, and that will be Biscuit Loves the Library by Alyssa Satin Cappuccilli, because my son loves that series and it's a brand new book. So like, comment, and subscribe so that you can watch those next 2 reviews. And also, I highly recommend that you watch my previous review on Stay With Me, a book about pit bulls. So, anyway, enjoy your day, and like, comment, and subscribe for more book reviews.